Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up. Terrific effort! And that is well cleared. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Lenormand. Molina. And it's Koke. Spread out to the left. Almada. Almada unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Messi. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Yamal. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he welcomes it in. Koke. Hangs in across. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Camavinga shifted it to the flank. Still goalless at the moment. And this is Griezmann. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. And this is Messi. Simeone did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, that's been intercepted. It's a promising position. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Baina. And the counter is on. Now it's Baina. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's found a way through. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Well, they can break here. Camavinga. Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Koundé tries to clear. Almada. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cafu. Yamal gets into a good position. Messi has it out wide and in space. Messi! There's a goal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely.
There's the shot! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Griezmann.
Sa.
And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Threads one in. Brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It'll be a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this? He won't be happy with that one. Yamal, and that could set him on his way. Okay. Molina. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to pass it through. And it's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Madrid clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Madrid sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Valverde. And Yamal. Simeone makes the interception. The normal. Molina. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt...
He takes a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though.
poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now, can they get him away? Baina, and he's definitely onside. Oh, shooting chance! And he makes no mistake. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's stuck it away. And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Cristiano. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And now they can clear their lines. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Cafu. Oh, it's Dembele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Valverde. And that interception was most necessary. Almada wants to run onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Well, who's Cristiano Ronaldo? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in plenty of space here. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! And he scores! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
He's found a way through. Hernandez cuts it out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away.
And the shot! And he's found the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So here comes the substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's them. And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? They are queuing up to have a go here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be a throw-in.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
He's a sharp little ball here. Lookman. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ruggeri. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. And that was asking just too much of him. Can he get it through? Bina! Cafu demonstrating his defensive quality there. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Koundé gets it away. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most? Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Now it's Vargas. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Lovely bit of skill. Hoisted, he leaps for it! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And he's forced to go back. Adams. Shot could be on. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dembele is herring after that one. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now, can they get him away? Vargas, he's found a way through. Looks across and plays it in. He's shifted it to the flank, and they can counter here. Threads one in. Well, that has not gone well. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time. Valverde. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's ambitious. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Vargas. Sevilla are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. And Messi! He scored! And there is your opener. Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Koundé. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. What? He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Cattell. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Goes for the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cattell. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Sao. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he has been fouled there. Dembele, certainly one of the players of the week. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dembele did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Looking for options for movement. He has found a way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Ligt with a definite foul there. Sao. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Good claim. No margin for error there. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Madrid leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 8.
We get things going again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And he's definitely onside. Cristiano Ronaldo! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Cristiano Ronaldo really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Adams. Now it's Vargas. Oh, that's an excellent interception. In comes the corner. They've played it short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Madrid are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Madrid are ahead here by what is still the only goal. He's found space here. It's a goal kick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright. Pulls it back. Oh, good climb! No, not the best of headers.
Cambio de jugadores.
Sevilla can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Now it's Sal. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Vargas.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. De Ligt needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Alex getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! But he's left disappointed.
Alexis Sanchez must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Sal. And this is Alexis Sanchez. Oh, good spread.
Seville really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Sal. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! No, he's missed it.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Madrid preparing now to welcome the final whistle. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that is one way to stop him. He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo driving forwards. Ronaldo running with the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Son Heung-min. Here it is, crossed in.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cattell. Madrid close now to seeing this one through to the end. Can he get it through? Always real chance! A real chance and a real let-off. And the number on the board is 3. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name, Great ball if he can get there. Cattell. And time is up. Madrid have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Yamal picking.